I'm Bill Alexander, the father and the finder of the magic of oil painting. Today, other painting, let the wind blow high, let the wind blow low. I will paint a wonderful, powerful seascape. Right now, I have to bother myself up again. I have to live there. I have to be right in the waves. I have to feel the wind. I have to hear it. Can you see how you start the painting? You have to really start dipping yourself right into that. When you think I'm here in the studio, it is something, you know, when you're home, it is hard to paint on location because you paint a rain scene. You never can sit on the ocean and paint a rain scene. It doesn't make sense. So here I have to use my almighty imagination, and that's what I wish you would learn. Become a creator. Next to God is you, the power and the living and the better tomorrow. And all that has to be in that almighty painting. So I will put the magic right on, almighty magic right on, and then we fire in. And I will talk about what we do and how we do it and how we swing it out. First, put that almighty magic right on. And you always hear me talking almighty. I wish you would do it too, because think big. If you stay fresh. Even if I was tired sometime, I just forget this I was tired because I think big all of a sudden. And that's a good feeling. There you are. The magic light is on the canvas. No, I just horizontal and vertical, and in no time, I got it nice and naturally on. Again, I like to remind you always on too much is not good, not enough is not good. So I wash my brush now, wash that almighty brush. Make sure you get rid of the paint thinner and go over the whole painting again, over that whole canvas. Take off what will be too much. You see, I take it off. And what was too much is already in my brush. I wash my brush, and the canvas says, please fire in. Isn't that a nice feeling when you get invited? Because I feel there's a certain tackiness, a certain touch what makes me want to paint. See, if it is too slippery, no good. If it is too sturdy, it's no good. But right now, it is such a beautiful, soft beginning. All right, just all kinds of clouds. It's the weather. The sea is high up. And maybe we put almighty stone in there somewhere or there too. And we will see how it lines up. And let the water hit that almighty stone. And let the waters fly off. And see, now again, I will use, let me see, I will use phthalo green and alizarin crimson. Phthalo green and alizarin crimson. And then I will taste it, or taste it. See, it has a kind of a water feeling, isn't it? That green turquoise, when you think all the swimming pools are lined with turquoise, with a kind of a greenish watercolor, that is a beautiful color what I have here. Phthalo green and alizarin crimson, those two together. See how I mix it? Just mix it so that you have the brush nice and loaded. And then you test it and you're happy. And when you're happy, then you fire in. You fire in whatever you can leave little openings here. Maybe here's the almighty cloud going. Here's one marching forward, and I turn arm back, and so on, so on, so on, so on. So. See, and here's a big sun going up here. See, and then all fire into the water. Fire right into the water. Clean your brush. Fire right into the water. See, there you are. And then make a dot and put your name on. And there is a modern painting. Looks good. Nothing wrong. Okay, now watch. I will hypnotize. Make it a bit softer. Make it fluffy. Make it wind. Put the wind in. See, by just rolling sometime. See, just rolling your almighty brush. See? Can you see the difference on this side and this side? See? Oh, hey, there you are. Then let me give you little tricks here. By having water, sometimes I want to have my water very dark, then I would leave it like that. If I want to have my water light there, then I put the dark. I just would like to give you tricks the way we create. Watch. I would say I will have a light, the water light there, then I create the dark. Watch this. See, I just, because I would love to, but too much red, too much alizarin crimson. Okay. See, no. There's an upcoming cloud there. Big bruiser coming up there. See, there you are. And make it already, brush out, clean your brush, spittle on the side. And maybe painting water, the best is where's the light coming from. Maybe I break up that sky. Might be a good idea to break up that sky there and let the sun just peek out and have that sun dancing right in the water. Because water is the best leader of light. See, if you paint water, it's always nice to have a special light what you can fire right into the water and it will lead full blast. Okay, maybe a bit more darker. See, you are the artist, you are the creator. You see it and you feel maybe a bit more there, a bit too green, bit too, then a bit more alizarin crimson, it darkens it up. You try to keep you a nice balance there. See, and now let's do it. How about I condition my whole canvas now, and I show you how we condition it. I condition it too green. I condition it this way, you see. You see, the light is happened there is the sun. I will stop there. See, make it dark. Then you can put the waves, you can bring the waves out. Too green. See, a bit more alizarin crimson. See, I condition my whole canvas towards what I want to do. See, now we have to put the wind in. We have to put the wind in the sky. How the devil will do that? I will show you. First, I will put the sun in. Then we know where the light is coming from. I will use white and a little touch of red. I always like that kind of a red, little touch of red. Fire in there. See, the light is very bright there because, and walk off forever. See, but never come back again. Lot of powerful details there. See how dirty the brush is? Wash your brush. Wash your almighty brush. Load the brush again with white and a wee little touch of red and fire into the sun again. And then you wash off whatever. Follow the lines, the light, whatever you... See, you have a round handle on that brush. Use it this way, dance it in. He gives you all the movement of clouds, See? Maybe now we will hypnotize the whole thing. Very, very light, very, very light. I don't want to destroy those little details. I want to leave it all alive. Very, very light. We say the wind is coming from this side. See, then you Just put movements in, like you will feel all of a sudden you pull, there's a certain pull in the air, certain pull in the air, and that will give you, even you can use, somewhere certain wind lines, some very, very wind lines. See, and then you fire in the water already, flying up there. See, like it's all in the air, it's all hanging there. See, fire and use that almighty brush. Oh, there's a kind of, come on, that's good. See? Let the wind blow high, let the wind blow low. See, by having it already all dark, it's so easy to, but leave the dark holes in between. Leave the dark holes in between. And always, when you make a kick, give them like a horse kick, but always with the wind now. When the wind comes from this side, then you go this way. But if the wind comes from that side, then give them that extra. See, all of a sudden you got the wind coming in there already. See? See? Let me hear you. Oh. You know, nice to live like that. Sometimes you can go crazy, just fire in whatever. See? Oh, it's boiling there. Now we will furnish it up a little bit. Go with what you have done. Try to watch. I will use the darker colors, but sometimes I need a bit darker holes. I just help bringing that little bit of a dark out there. Maybe here a little bit. But this is something I tell you, I don't know what I'm doing. That's the whole problem. In water, try to watch that water. I tell you, you go nuts. Because it was a time when we started off with Violet Parkers, so a long painting the sea, you know, and we would sit there and watch it. But my God, it is, then we had the idea, watch it and look back and remember what you saw. I know nothing. I learned we use a camera on the end and make shots. Just a shot of how the water moves. And then maybe shot the next. Same with the sunset, we did the same thing. And then we learned all of a sudden, roughly, there's a certain rhythm. There's a certain way the water is tilting. And the wind, you have to have that wind in there. And then you have to have that, it is so hard to give anyone, that is your cup of tea. If you want to paint water, then you just use yourself, I think. See, it is hard to, especially that wild waters, what I want to paint here, it is not so easy. So it's hard for me to explain what you should do. I just go by my own feelings now, and as long as it looks like water all of a sudden, but then you have to see, there you are. Let it boil there, let it boil there. Try to find that underneath somewhere. Try to find that underneath. But I don't know what it is. Just find that underneath there. See? And create spots where it should scare you. Scare yourself. If he wants to go overboard, like I try to do it here. Now I will try and get a kind of a rhythm into that. Get a kind of a rhythm into that. Kind of a rhythm into that. See, kind of a whatever. See, now I come out already with a little bit of organized water there. See, now you use 2 fan brushes because I hate to wash them out all the time. That way you save a lot of paint. A touch of turquoise into the whole thing. See, oh, I forget always. I lane the other way. You should see what I'm doing. I have a little bit of that phthalo green in that here. See, now I would say I create a comb there. See. Do you see how it works? Start like they would do it just wiggle a little bit, shake a little bit. You see, that gives you that, there's a roll coming in all of a sudden. See, and then here behind, now I got 2 brushes. I have a darker one and a lighter one going, because I hate to wash out the paint. Still, they give me the paint very reasonable, and I don't have the guts to ruin paint. See, that's not the right idea. Paint is a very, see, movements there. Maybe I use a lighter brush again. Just give, when it's so long, then you have to create a kind of a little bit of. Leave openings, leave it. See, now I will load my brush. Again, a little touch of that turquoise, the phthalo green in the brush. Maybe here I create an almighty one, and push him out there. Now we have that light up there. See, what I wish I will cut that a little bit down here. It looks a bit too white to me. See, now use your dark brush again, and then you make up with other dark, the same 3 colors, and go underneath there. Underneath there. See? See how that water starts? See how you pull it into yonder here, into that. See, that looks a bit quiet, because you must always think it comes to the shoreline, and then maybe there it forms rolls. There where we have the guys on the boards hanging around there. But this is quite a day. I think they would be scared too to be out there. Those little. I think they are very healthy kids, because it's a kind of a wonderful idea for young people to be on the surfboards there. See what I do? I try to create a a movement. I've done a rhythm, a certain rhythm coming up there. See? Certain rhythm. And then you know what I will do here. It is in the sun, into the sun. I will say there's the sun. I will create a kind of a poison color. See, just think about the spark. I want to bring it down there a little bit. See, we'll give him another almighty push. Other almighty push. White. And here, maybe we do it like this. Watch, watch, watch. I will have a little bit of a roll there. See? See, like the water is turning over here. On this particular spot, you turn it over, turn it over, turn it over. See? And that has to be done. There you have to spend a little bit of time to get it right. I want to have that roll on that particular spot that harmonizes with that light up there. Give me a good, beautiful harmony. See? Okay. Always have one push. Or you have the other side of the brush as the other push. But then you have to clean the brush because you messed up what you have there. Again, I ruined it. See how easy it is? Because we always think we can do it better. That's a natural thing for every artist thinks that. And I'm not different. See, I have one stroke and other stroke. 3 times is already too much. 3 times too much. Maybe here. And the other side of the brush. See, then here, give him that little bit of beaming up feeling. You see, that's in front of that. Can you see it? It rolls over and beams up. See? So here I will spend a bit more time to get it right. Maybe here's the other little touch. See? And here, just highlight the peaks. Watch this. Just highlight the peaks. There, let's just highlight the top. Just the top. See? Brings it nice out there. No, you can, maybe here I will put the stone in there and have that almighty slam where it hits the stone. And then on that stone it will fire into the sky, fly up high. See, already I let it fly up high, and let the wind blow it off. But before we do it, let's get that stone in there. Van Dyke Brown, Prussian Blue, alizarin crimson, and you fire in that almighty stone there. See, the way I put it in, you only see parts of that stone. Now you must think about that almighty stone there. There's constantly water coming up and running off, up and running off. So what we will do, we will, oh, let me highlight that too, because I should have done it. Finish up that stone completely. A little touch of red into that, touch of white, oh, maybe a touch of turquoise, and we will give him a little bit of the little bit of light is coming from there. Just the there you are. See, what we do now, we will pull that stone down into the water. We pull it down into the water. See what happened all of a sudden? Pull it into the water. And that gives you a feeling, of water is running off. You run it down, but the feeling is there, the water is running off. But I will show you more. It's amazing when you start painting waters and see how you start getting that rhythm in all of a sudden. Here, what I will do, I will use a touch of turquoise and white. See the way I do it again? And then here you go around that stone, round and round. See? And what you do now, you use upstrokes like this. See, what it does, it's like the water's running off. But actually, really, you make an upstroke. See? Look. You pull the paint up, and it gets to a point like, now here, maybe I can help along a little bit by help along a little bit, the way it comes down. See? But have those up movements. That means the water is coming down. See here, I will just help along a little bit. And let it disappear. Depends on how big that wave was what came down and what time. The next one is already coming up. That means that one is already gone off. And then the next one loads the whole stone. That whole stone is loaded. See? That whole stone is loaded with water. See? Just show parts of that stone. Then you can create the extra water runoff. Because sometimes there are shallow spots, and just happen here. See, there's the water running off. You create those kind of things. Just happen, it comes out there a lot, and then you just roll it off. Let it roll off. Very, very light touch here. See, beautiful. See, now use the darker brush. Oh, I got them all clean for a change. That's good. That's good. You need a lot of dark underneath there again. See, here you need dark. There's no light if you have no dark. I would add already a little bit of Prussian blue because all that green is not dark enough there as I come forwards. See here. See? There you are. Now the next step, darker underneath I need it darker underneath, darker. As more darker you get it, as more oompa that whole painting will have. See, that gives you a beautiful close-up there. Now I will just leave a little bit of that light, but darker here too. What I do now, I use Van Dyke Brown and Taylor Green. And watch this, dark there, dark there, dark there. And then dabble it on. See, here I want to keep it a little bit gentle there. See, there you are. Now you can play with whatever, but it got to be more excited. You have to step back a little bit and let the water fly. See, that flies everywhere, then it got to fly here too. See? Let it fly. Let the water fly. See? That's what makes a painting. That's what makes the time, makes the weather right there. It will harmonize with the rest. Here I always like to have one peak what really runs away. Oh, that's good. See? Now we fire in again. Here's the next. But you see, always try to break your brush. Try to break your brush. Just give him that foam. There's all foam rolling there. All foam rolling there. First I do it with white. See? Now you use a little bit of turquoise, a bit of a darker color there. That's a bit too green. Then you use Van Dyke Brown and white. See, if it takes over, that green sometimes can spoil the whole thing. The red, alizarin crimson will kill it. See there, maybe now I got the right color. Yeah, that's better. See, try to have it. See, just leave the top. Leave the top. The sun will hit the top. See, something like that. Always have it dark. You must think the sun is coming from here, and the height of that roll is drawn a shadow there. See, the height of that roll is drawn a shadow there. Can be a roll. You can do all kinds of things there. Sometimes you just see lines rolling off. Depends on how close we are. I didn't plan the shoreline. See, you can easily have already. You can have a little bit of a touch about the shoreline, the sand. It gets so shallow there. You see. Just a bit of dark sand is always a wet sand. Bit of red, a little crimson. See, that gives you just that feeling. It is a little bit of sand there. Here we have to do the same. Let's finish it up first, so that you get the idea. See, and then underneath the roll, automatically you create the dark again. You see, that has to be there. Without dark, that whole roll will not show. Can you see how it comes out all of a sudden? Just by putting that in there, that helps a lot. See here again, underneath. That just underneath the roll is a dark there, and then you can really just See? Then you just can more dark, don't be shy. More dark, it will bring it out better. You see? Now you can see it better. Water is it's a crazy thing to watch that, because sometimes it does still build even here. Let me show you little things what I usually see. I try to put that water together. It's even a roll. It's just a solid roll, and on one spot it behaves like this again. You see, you can easily say I will have it in the height of the there just happen here's a little bit of a turnover. See? A little bit of a turnover. You can have that turnover coming up here and like this, and then you can have that little turnover sometime. See? You feel all of a sudden it builds little pockets. It runs over stones, whatever's underneath there, and all of a sudden you have a little hump there, a little hump. And that's what makes a painting. See, try to think about, see, that little bit extra there gives you, see what it does? It builds a kind of a hole all of a sudden. Now you can go on with all kinds of, first I would like to make that peak here perfect. Here I will add, they try to think is the light. See, have the top very hard around the sun. I wouldn't mind here. Let it disappear here if you I don't put any effort in here, but especially where the sun is there. See, and then you can still run a bit of lines up there. See? I do it perspective. You see, I go on, here is very flat. See, and then you go on steeper, 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 because you have your point where I stand here. I have to make it perspective right, too, if I run this kind of a thing. It would be wrong if I make it all the same swing, then that's as far away. But if I stand where I hear the why I'm standing there, I cannot do it. I have to go perspective right, and there's no way this you're wrong. See, those lines are steep, then gets more, and then here you can have it, you can have it. See? Now I hope you understand the idea about what I want to show you there. Paint that on mighty sea. See, here I will put that roll on again, but here you can use a touch of dark. Don't have to be so bright. See? See? There you are. That almighty water. Here, maybe you just put a little bit of wind in now. Wherever you think the wind come up there. Don't forget, wind is, you got to put, when you put it in one spot, it should be everywhere. Everywhere. Mm-hmm. So. Then here you can sometimes just repeat a little bit like this idea, it bubbles up. See? But always don't forget to put the wind in. They put that almighty wind in, whatever you have. Then that painting has a good meaning. See, now you put couple happy seagulls in there. Couple happy seagulls. They're floating along there. Oh, no, I'm not finished. I'm not finished. I have to bring that light out a bit better. Just that little sunshine has to get that. I forgot that let's touch. Just give him that one more hit there. One more here. See how that came out again? When you go over with the brush, you cannot help no, this powerful. Here, maybe here I let just the corner there. See, try to complement the sun. Try to bring it out sometime, wherever you think, maybe here. See, that made it right. This did the right thing. The next step, even here in between, you can have a little bit of extra. So now we put the happy seagulls in, and that's the easy job. They are swingers. They are swinging along in the wind, in the wind. And the other one is this way. And the other one is, they always try to paint them in a clump. They find fish, they find food, wherever food is, then they all gather, but you find them all over. There's no problem. They're everywhere, but it's nice to put them in a clump, because I fish a lot, and I know when I go out, the first thing when I come out with my boat, the first thing I do, I look, where are the seagulls? When I see the seagulls, I know they are the herring, and what the herring are, they are the fish. And that's where we go. That's why I like to paint them in a clump. Paint them together somewhere, so this the smaller one, really a little one is coming from far by there. You don't have to have them all the same size. The one is just happen, find out about that, and he is flying in. There you are. See, now you put white tips on them. This is just a simple idea. Usually seagulls are white. The young ones, they stay dark 1 year. You have to stop breathing. You have to hit them dead on. That's a little bit of a problem. Oh, hit them right. Hit them right. See, maybe you can have a little tip there, right there, right there. See, that is all I can show you. I thank you for watching me. Bye-bye.